Hello, and welcome to another video of computers and stuff. And today we are going to be looking at kind of doing a review on an old IBM Thinkpad from about 1999. And yeah, so let's boot it up. So it's kind of a nice layout. Only thing is the mouse trackpad, like the ribbon cable broke. It was really frail. I have to use just an old mouse. Yeah, so let's boot it up. Get the logo. Now this was before IBM's ThinkPad was bought by Lenovo. So when it was bought, Lenovo just carry on that brand, and of course they make the new ThinkPad and IdeaPad today. And yeah, so this is what it was like when IBM owned it. And we'll skip the check disk, or something happened, probably got shut down successfully. It runs Windows 98, as this was 1999, that was kind of your common thing. If we look at the laptop, it has different features, average keyboard. I like how they have some shortcuts for you, like your network. So basically this would be for browsing the web. You would have, of course, dial-up. There's no other Ethernet, so I can't really show any networking on here, but you have your home, which would usually be like, today Google or something. Search, which would probably also be Google. Shopping, which could be like Amazon or eBay, so you can set these. Email, which could be Gmail or, Yahoo. And yeah, so you can set these to different shortcuts and choose your different things. So you have your trackpad in the middle. This would be like your mouse pad today. There was no mouse pad, so you'd use this thing, go like this, around like that, and of course it doesn't work now. The cable broke, and then you have your buttons down here. It wasn't the most convenient as the mouse pad, but of course that didn't come around, or at least it wasn't on this model. I'm not sure if they were even around yet, but that's how this one is. And so I have a mouse, and you've got some basic stuff. So you got your just speakers, microphone, and some nicer models came with even a little light that would turn on, see your keys and everything. And something interesting is right here. If we look at the bottom right here, you see this weird kind of like screen with a turn or skip, pause, play, and eject. It looks like a CD player, and that's exactly what it is. There's also a volume right here and an on and off right here. So when your laptop is off, and I'll show you this later when we turn it off, you can actually still use the disk drive and put in CDs, and then you can control it from right here, and it'll be like a CD player. So even with all the power off, you can still save some power, so it won't have to boot up. You put a CD in your optical drive, close it up, and play it. It's actually kind of cool. Of course, CDs aren't used today, but it's kind of a cool, neat little feature if you don't want to boot up your laptop. So this has Windows 98, and you can see, I'll zoom in a bit more, but the screen is pretty slow, and you have a really big mouse trail. Even though trails are off, it still does that. So we're gonna look at some of the specs of this machine. So this model has 128 megabytes of RAM, and that's really nothing today. And we have, it doesn't say the megahertz, but I believe it's around like 700, 800 megahertz CPU. It's Intel Celeron, and yes, runs Windows 98 SE. Yeah, that's really the specs of it. We'll take a look at what the hardware is. On the rear, we have VGA for a separate monitor, one USB port, as USB was fairly new at the time, and there's no flash drives or anything like that because it's very slow, and it's mostly used for extra keyboards or mouse. Then this is for a printer. This is serial, and this is dial-up, so you plug in your telephone there, adding a mouse like I was using, and charging right there. There's also these like little feet that come up like right here and right there. It kind of lifts up the laptop a little bit. I didn't really find any use for it because it doesn't really lift up that much. It doesn't. So height. I think it is because there is a vent on the bottom, so that can get better airflow if you have it on like a carpet or something like that. That would block the vent. This big brick, the battery can be removed from a little clip switch on the bottom. This is really huge and very heavy. I mean, it adds a ton of weight to the laptop, but also it doesn't work anymore. It's completely useless. The battery won't even charge. It won't even get to 1%. So it's kind of useless and has a lot of weight right now, but maybe I'll be able to find another one someday and actually use it as a laptop. there's not too many serviceable parts, like, you know, just from the back or the underside. So this is the underside, and right now you can only replace like the RAM right here. This, I'm not even sure. I believe the CPU is right here, so I'm not even sure what this is. It doesn't come off. It looks like some type of compartment, some piece of plastic. Haven't been able to get that off. Here's some ID and stuff, and information. Let's check out that CD player. So we'll turn on the CD player and eject. You can also eject from right here. Put in our CD. And start playing. It's kind of loud. It's loud like this with CD-ROM games as well. So let's see what's on the CD. Oh, yeah, well, speakers do work. You gotta add the CD. If you didn't want everyone to hear your Cotton Eye Joe, you could always plug in some headphones to the side here and listen to them on some earbuds. It's actually kind of a cool feature, as laptops don't really feature that today, and it's kind of a neat little thing that's a little different. I want to take a look at the preloaded software, but first, let's do the Windows 98 welcome. Speakers are actually pretty quiet, you know, other than the Cotton Eye Joe. They're okay. It looks like grandparents who actually used to own this laptop back like 15-20 years ago did actually connect to the internet. They got that checked off. Discover Windows 98. Maintain your computer. Let's maintain our computer. Let's see. That sounds fun. Okay, I don't want to open a wizard. Okay, never mind. And let's not show the screen every time it starts up, but register and discover Windows 98 sounds fun. So let's take a look at the preloaded software. Oh yeah, oh, also there's America Online here. Yep, back when that was a thing. Windows Update, yeah, asked me to use Windows 10. IBM Update connector, yeah, it's not gonna work without the internet. So we have different things here. Oh, and also I apologize for, you know, just recording with the screen. You know, it's kind of blurry maybe a little bit, but this thing cannot run any screen capture software, and I do not have a capture card currently. So let's see. This is the Access ThinkPad. Let's see, what can we do? I can. Uh-oh, we're loading something big here. Ooh, oh, nice animation there. Oh, fancy. I can do it anywhere. Ooh, popcorn. Oh, browse the internet. Yeah. Create anything. Yeah, you can. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Play discs. Send a fax. Add and remove software. Search for information. Well, I can't do that. Write a letter. Play discs. Play CDs. To play a CD, use the manual CD controls on your ThinkPad computer. Well, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, let's open it then. Okay, let's go get CD. Okay, that's the same CD. I just killed it. Well, it just goes to show how sensitive his computer is. But I hope you like this video. It's kind of a cool computer. I like the CD. I like the, turn that down. I liked how, just kind of laid out some of the cool features. I did like, how, you know, any computer this era really had more stuff. Today it's like, my laptop only has 2 USB ports. That's not enough. I know this one only has 1, but just the beginning of the era, you know, 10 years later, laptops had like 4 or 6 USB ports, and that's a good amount of USB ports. And I also liked, they still have optical drives. They had floppy disks, which I don't use them today, but you know, external ones are nice. There's PC cards, all sorts of connectors, and you can do really a lot of different cool stuff. And this is kind of a cool thing of the era. Nice computer, nice review. I hope you'll subscribe. I'll probably create more videos about computers and stuff. And I will see you in the next video.